back to my channel. My name is Bettina, I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video, I'm bringing you my next update on my Partners in Cream project pan. I'm doing alright on this one. I'm not doing as well as I was hoping that I would be doing by now, but we're continuing to make some progress and I'm here to share with you how I'm going on my products. So if you are new around here and you love watching project panning videos, make sure you subscribe down below, and without further ado, let's jump on into the update. So Partners in Cream was created by Steph Lyons and DaLin. I will leave a link down below to both of their channels. I don't believe they might be participating in this project at the moment, but I can't remember last time I saw updates for this project from them. But they are the creators in any event. I'm currently working on a bucket load of products. I generally work on like 5 to 6, but last month I upped the ante and added the pressure. So I am working on a lot of products at the moment. I generally do a mix of use up goals and just usage goals, and the whole premise of this project is to focus on your cream products in your collection. So I like to pick a product from each category of cream products that I have in my collection, and then rotate through my different products within that category. So let's start off with my highlighter. So I am working on my MAC Strobe Cream. This is in Pink Light. I have been working on this product for many months now. I have an easy peasy goal of 15 uses, and can you believe it? I still haven't met that goal. So I'm currently sitting at 13 uses. So this one is going to roll over again. I think I'll definitely have this goal met by the next update. But if I am able to meet 15 uses quickly, within the next day or so, I think I'll just continue going through this and maybe try and get to maybe 20 uses. If I could get to 20 uses, that would be great. I don't foresee myself using this 7 times between now and then, but maybe somewhere between 15 and 20 uses. So still going strong on this one. 13 uses. My eyeliner, which I rotated in last month, I rotated in the color Atria Flash from LH Cosmetics. I think I rotated this one in for a 10 use goal, maybe 15 uses. I'm gonna have to double check that. I, in any event, rotated it in for just a usage goal rather than completely use up, and I've only used it 2 times. So unfortunately, I haven't got as much use on this one as I have in the past with my eyeliners. This month I just kind of forgot about it, and I just wasn't really feeling the navy blue color. This one in particular, there's been a whole lot of controversy come out with the LH Cosmetics eyeliners of late. This particular color, I had a look, and it doesn't contain the ingredient in question in the product decks. I found an article, it was in Swedish. Yes, I think it was in Swedish, but I was able to translate it with the power of Google Translate, and I discovered that it actually had a list of problem or eyeliners that had the problem, and this wasn't on the list as an affected eyeliner. So I'm going to continue to use this one to use it up. Obviously I paid good money for this and the other ones in my collection. Luckily my entire collection wasn't affected, but I have since gone through my LH eyeliners, and a number of them, when I swatched them on the back of my hand, were dried out anyway. So I've had to not only declutter a few because of that reason, I've also decluttered a few because of this whole ingredient issue. So the ones I have left in my collection are either ones that are fine and not affected colors, or 2, I'm just going to keep them for crafting and face chart purposes. This one will continue to stay in my collection until I use it up. This one might be one that I want to try and use up next year, but at this stage I'm just going to keep it in for a usage goal. I've then rotated in 2 of my cream blushes, and both of these are to use up. Now the one in this little pot here is actually the leftovers from my L'Oreal Color Riche lipstick in, I think it was 360, the number 360 that I had in my team project pan. I depotted the rest of the product, so basically everything that was from the plastic edge cap down into the bullet, the bit that you can't wind up to use as a lipstick. I depotted it into this little container here, and I am working on this one as a cream blush. I have been using it fairly regularly. I kind of bounce between these 2. I've been using it fairly regularly, and this is how much is left. There is still a lot left in this pot. I am very hopeful that I can get this one finished by the end of the year, but I really need to continue to focus on it. I've seen good progress on it over the last like month or two, but it's going to be touch and go as to whether I can get this one finished before the end of the year. I'm very hopeful that I can, but I just need to continue to use this one really consistently like I have been doing. And my second cream blush that I'm working on is my Nude Sticks Matte Luxe All Over Face Blush color in Rosy Posy. This is a little mini that I got as a Sephora Point perk. And I have managed to wear this down to the cap there. This is like completely wound up. So it's at the point now where I can't basically use it anymore. So I am also going to depot this into another container and use it up that way. I just don't really have a container at the moment that I can depot this into. So all my like little sample pots, actually I might have a sample pot hiding in my empties. So I might have to go through that to try and find a sample pot that I can clean out and use for this. But going forward, you will see this in like a little container like this or something of the sorts, and I will use it up that way. This one, when I was able to use it how you would ordinarily use a blush stick and wound out, I went through it really quickly. So I'm hopeful that once I depot it, I will also finish through that really quickly. I'm not sure how much is going to be left past this plastic bit. Given it's a sample, I don't imagine it will be too much, but once I have this one completely finished, it would mean that this is my sole focus. So let's see how we go. Hopefully over the next month or two, I can get maybe at least one of them finished. And then the next one I need to update you on is my lip liners. Now last month I rotated my 5 nude lip liners into the project. My goal is to use each of these 10 times, and I haven't really been all that successful on these, if I am honest. Out of all 5 of these, I've actually only used Pillow Talk Original and the Natasha Denona lip liner over the last month. So I'll put these down. I still need to use each of these 10 times. I will update you on both of these. So I've been using these ones on a semi-regular basis to work. So the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner is the one that has the most amount of uses. I have used this one 6 times, so only 4 uses left on this one. So I do believe by the next update, this one will easily be rotated out. And then my Natasha Denona, this is the I Need a Nude Lip Crayon in Gaia. I've used this one 4 times. So there might be a chance that both of these will be rotated out next month, given that between the 2 of them, I only need to use them 10 times. And I've done 10 uses between the 2 of them since introducing this goal. So these both will probably be rotated out next month, and maybe I might have some uses on these 3. I'm not quite sure. This one here, which is Pillow Talk Intense, is quite dark. So I might have to grab for this maybe for some nights out or something like that. Actually, I don't even know if I've used this one all that much. I'm gonna keep going on this one. Hopefully I can have all 10 uses finished by the end of the year. I've only got 2 more updates to go, and I've got 40 uses left to go between the 5 of them. So it's gonna be close. But I'm gonna push through, and hopefully I can get that done by the end of the year. Last but not least, I need to update you on my cream bronzer. So I have been working on my NARS Sun-Kissed Bronzing Cream in Laguna for the past couple of months. I rotated this one in for a 50 use goal. I'm happy to report that I have managed to hit that 50 use goal. I'm also happy to report that this bronzer, it's still amazing. It's still a phenomenal cream bronzer, and I think it's probably the best one in my collection, if I'm honest. And I really enjoy the smell of this. I know some people don't, but I personally enjoy the smell of it. It just brings me to like summery vacay vibes every time I apply it and smell it. It's it's a whole experience when I use this. I did rotate this one in for 50 uses, and after today's usage, I have used it 51 times. So happy to report that good usage on it. And I don't know whether you can see, but there's a good dip going in there, and I actually was focusing my brush in the center, hoping that I would hit pan. And then recently I decided that I wanted to like bring the level down around the edge, because it was getting, I found when I dipped my brush in, it was like really heavily focused around the edges because of the way it was like scooping in. So I decided that I wanted to start working my way around the edges outside there to try and bring that level down and just make it a little bit easier to apply with my brush. That one is rolling out, and I am going to rotate in another product to replace that. I'm going to bring in my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand. I think it's been a little while since I've had this one in any kind of project, so I thought that I would just bring it in for a usage goal. I have the color fair to medium. I'm going to rotate this one in for 20 uses, and then I think I can easily get 20 uses by the next update, and I will be able to rotate in another cream bronzer type product for the last month of the year, just to get some last uses on a couple of different bronzers in my collection. I haven't really decided if there's a particular cream bronzer I want to focus on next year to try and use up. Likewise for the highlighter and blush category, ideally I would like to use up one of each category next year, but I don't know how I'm going to fare on that endeavor, so we shall see. But at the moment I'm just like having a little play with what I have in my collection before I decide if there's anything that I specifically want to focus in on to use up next year. So this one's going to come in for 20 uses. I still have some work to do on my other products and some uses to go, but I think next month we're going to have a number of products rolling out, and then we might just try and rotate in a few new bits and bobs to work on for the last month of the year. So here I am from the future. I just sat down to edit this video and I realized that I forgot to update you on my Laura Mercier caviar stick. So this is what it's looking like now. I depotted it into this little container last month. I was sitting at 19 uses last month. I'm now at 28 uses. So I've used it an additional 9 times. There's still a lot of product left in here, which it's kind of daunting. I feel like since I have depotted it, I feel like I use even less now every time I use it. I am wearing it on my eyes today as like the primary shimmer, and then the darker color on the outer corner is the antique bronze from the Modern Renaissance palette. So I'm continuing to use it, but there is a lot of product in there. I thought that I would be done with this one like around the 30 uses, but I think that maybe there might be like another 20 uses left in here, because I feel like I'm using less and less of this now compared to when I was able to like swipe it on with the little like pen. So I'm going to continue to work on this one. I'm hoping that maybe I can still use it around that like 10-ish uses a month. And then if I continue to do that, there might possibly be the slightest chance I could have this one finished before the end of the year. So that's my update on my Partners in Cream. Make sure you let me know down in the comments how you're going on your cream products. Have you got any of these particular cream products and enjoy using them? Let me know your thoughts on all of these products if you have any of them in your collection. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you want to keep up to date on all my Project Pan updates. And as we're getting closer towards the end of the year, we're going to start seeing a lot of finales and introductions going into the new year. So make sure you stay tuned for those videos. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, beautiful.